If you look at old Spanish maps from the 1500s and 1600s of the Gulf of Mexico, there's a curious island that keeps showing up just off the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. This island, often labeled as Berja or similar, seemed real enough to explorers of the time, even if its exact location varied. One of the earliest mentions came in 1539 from Spanish cartographer Alonso de Santa Cruz, who included it in a list of islands. Another explorer, Alonso de Chaves, even described the island as having a reddish or golden hue, possibly the inspiration for its name. By the 1800s, however, French and Mexican maps began to suggest that the island was slowly sinking. And by the early 20th century, it had all but disappeared from official cartography. The last confirmed appearance was in a 1921 atlas, when the U.S. and Mexico began defining offshore oil rights. In the late 1900s, the island's existence became a hot topic. If Mexico could prove Berja existed, it would massively extend their drilling territory. 3 official expeditions armed with cutting-edge sonar and scanning tech tried to locate it, but found nothing. 1 year later, a Mexican senator and key supporter of the island's existence died in a tragic car accident, sparking conspiracy theories, some even accusing foreign agencies of erasing the island for strategic advantage. Though such theories are a stretch, other ideas persist. Perhaps Berja was lost to an earthquake or an underwater landslide. Some believe it never existed at all, and was a deliberate decoy added to maps to confuse rival nations. The Dogs of Overton Bridge. Overton Bridge, built in the late 1800s in a quiet part of Scotland, looks ordinary, until you hear the stories. For nearly a century, dogs have been leaping from the bridge to their deaths with no clear explanation. Reports vary in number, but it's widely accepted that dozens, possibly hundreds of dogs, especially those with long snouts, have jumped off the same side of the bridge. Sometimes they survive the fall, only to climb back up and leap again. Legends blame supernatural forces. Locals speak of a ghostly white lady haunting the area. Others point to a tragic event in 1994, when a man suffering from mental illness threw his infant off the bridge, claiming the child was possessed. But science offers a more grounded explanation. Animal behaviorists suggest dogs are lured by the scent of mink or other wildlife below. The bridge's architecture may also play a role. It has narrow walls, making it appear flat and open to a fast-running dog. Brazil's forgotten mega bridge deep in the Brazilian jungle lies a colossal concrete bridge, one that leads nowhere. The Viaduto Petrobras, part of a 1960s project to link major cities, was meant to be a vital piece of Brazil's longest highway. But after years of work, the economic crisis shifted priorities. The highway was rerouted, and the bridge was left standing, abandoned. Over 130 feet tall and nearly 1,000 feet long, the structure features tunnels and retaining walls, now slowly being swallowed by vegetation. Despite being a symbol of bureaucratic waste, it's become an eerie attraction for adventurers and urban explorers alike. The deepest hole ever dug. While most people remember the space race, fewer know about the Cold War's lesser-known competition, digging to the Earth's core. In the 1960s, both the US and the Soviet Union raced to drill the deepest hole possible. The Soviets won with the Kola Superdeep borehole in Russia, which reached over 40,000 feet, more than 7 miles down. But extreme heat and pressure eventually halted progress. Years later, a bizarre rumor emerged that scientists heard horrifying screams from the depths after lowering a heat-resistant microphone. Though the sounds were later debunked as a hoax using horror movie clips, real unexplained rumbles have been recorded at other deep drilling sites. So the mystery crater of Siberia. In the Siberian wilderness lies a massive mound called the Fire Eagle Nest. Discovered in 1949 by geologist Vadim Kolpakov, the crater measures over 500 feet wide and contains a smaller central dome. Locals warned the crater was cursed. Many who explored it fell ill or died mysteriously. Despite decades of study, scientists have ruled out meteorite impacts and volcanic activity. Some suggest a gas explosion or a deep geothermal event. Strangely, trees near the crater grow faster than normal, a phenomenon also seen in post-nuclear environments like Chernobyl. That, combined with its ever-changing shape, continues to fuel theories ranging from underground UFOs to secret military experiments. The drowned town that reappeared. In Argentina, a once thriving resort town called Villa Epecuén was built along the shore of a mineral-rich lake in the 1920s. Promoted as a therapeutic escape, it flourished for decades, until disaster struck in 1985. A powerful storm destroyed the dam holding back the lake, and the town was swallowed under 30 feet of salty water. It remained submerged for over 2 decades. When the waters receded in 2009, the skeleton of the town emerged, buildings caked in white salt, eerily intact but crumbling. One man, Pablo Novak, returned to live among the ruins. The sole resident for years, he became a symbol of resilience. He passed away in 2024 at age 93, leaving the town abandoned once again, though its haunting remains continue to draw visitors.